Alright guys, welcome to another video in this advanced playlist. Let's talk about my way of doing technical analysis on a lower and higher time frame. So what is my quote unquote strategy, I would say? Not my full strategy, obviously. I'm not gonna go here into detail and explain everything. But I'm gonna give you a little insight of what I do pay attention to, because my strategy honestly is listen guys, there's nothing out there like the best strategy, but my strategy really works for me. I really see that my strategy is a very reliable strategy, something that's very quote unquote accurate if you understand everything pretty well in terms of cycles, market behavior, and stuff. Then I think that my strategy is very suitable to a lot of people, but not a lot of people pay attention to the small detail that is necessary to really understand my strategy, which is structure. A lot of people think they understand market structure till there's a market structure break and they do not anticipate on it and they completely go into the opposite direction. While the market wants to go down again, those people go long, and that's when you see an experience with a lot of people when it comes down to market structure. So that's basically my strategy. I focus on market structure, market behavior, which basically means social behavior from social media and everybody around in this space. So that's basically what it means. And support and resistance zones. That's about it for my strategy. That's what I'm focused on, literally on those three things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not hiding something for you right here. I am focused on those three things only, and they work perfectly. Why do they work perfectly for me? Because I have the experience in the market. I already went through certain cycles of this market. I probably saw everything as well in this market, the bad and the good. I saw it all in all those years now. So I figured out the more simple I keep it, the better. Because a lot of people, what do? Actually, I should do this different. Majority. What does the majority do? It's very simple, guys. They overcomplicate technical analysis and trading. Overcomplicating. They come with all sorts of strategies like, what is it called? Smart concepts. I don't even know those names, but they come with a lot of shit. Smart concept trading, bouldering bands, all weird type of stuff that, in my opinion, doesn't work. Overcomplicating by using weird guru strategies, I would say, and also using too many indicators. That's a big problem that I see with a lot of people in this space that are willing to go into trading or into, in general, in this space. They overcomplicate it by using those guru strategies and buying those useless courses, basically, that explain you a full strategy with so many things going on. And they have to pay attention to this line, and if this crosses with that, that means this, and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't make any sense, and it only overcomplicates a whole process. As you notice, guys, these weird strategies or these too many indicators, again, they are a distraction, but as you can see here, market structure is price action. Market behavior is psychological. So not on the chart even. And support and resistance is as well just zones on the chart. So what does that mean? That this strategy, not strategy, I would say my style of trading and analyzing is purely based on price action only. Why is it focused on price action only, guys? Because it's very simple. Indicators and these weird strategies are basically only indicators of what price will do. They only give an indication, and that indication might be completely wrong, but they give an indication of what price will do, as I explained before. they give an indication of what price could do. Not what it will do, but what it could do. And then that indication could be correct or wrong depending on how good your eye for detail is, I would say, in that quote unquote, if you want to call it a strategy. But they only give you that indication of what price would do, but this makes you understand price itself. So here you use a extra, I would say, which most of the times will lead to you losing instead of winning. But here you use an extra, and here you only use what the market is providing you, which is price action only. And this is why I like my strategy so much. It's not overcomplicated. I draw support and resistance zone here. I identify on lower time frames where the structure is, or on higher time frames, depending on what I'm looking at. And that's about it. Then I wait for invalidation or a reclaim of that level. That's about it. That's how simple trading can be. For example, on a higher, let's actually first go to a lower time frame. Let's go back here to the bull market. For example, the most perfect basic example of a structural break is when we broke down here from this zone here at 60,000, or excuse me, 61,000. When we broke down this zone and started to retest this here, this was the perfect entry because structure broke here and price started to collapse down. For example, when we then look here at the bottom again, we can see the same incoming. We have this structural zone right here. Let me just mark it quickly. We have this structural zone right here. What happens is we retest it, slightly go under it, reclaim above it, showing that this is a signal of price wanting to respect this zone. We retest it once again, we respect, and price is just taking off to the upside. This is how accurate structure can be. Structure mostly found at the top or the bottom of a certain trend. On higher time frame, it's the same, guys. We broke this structural zone here on higher time frame. We retested it, wicked a little bit under, respected, and price took off. Very, very simple if you understand it in detail. Now again, I'm not here to explain you how I see structure, what structure exactly in detail is, but this is just to give you an indication of how simple you can keep it. Trading and analyzing a chart doesn't have to be fucking complicated. Trading or analyzing doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be at all, because it doesn't make any sense to overcomplicate something that can just be quote unquote done a lot easier. So guys, I want you to remember that my strategy is solely based on price action, support and resistance, market structure and identification, and market behavior online. For example, on my last post that I made on Instagram was when we broke below this zone right here, right, that we wigged down, and I placed around this period right here that we are in extreme fear, which is, again, like I said here, market behavior, so social behavior, that we are in extreme fear, and at extreme fear points and markets tends to reverse, and as for now, that's what we did. So as simple as that. Do not overcomplicate. Do not believe gurus that try to sell or talk to you about this strategy and this indicator and this bouldering band and this EMA and this and that. No, fuck those guys. Listen to the truth. Use naked price action only, because if you understand only this, if you understand these little candles and in general market structure, you have everything that all these strategies combined can offer to you, in my opinion. My strategy as well works on a lower time frame, guys. It works on a 1 hour time frame. It works on a 2 hour time frame. It works on a 3 hour time frame. It works on everything. For example, here we had this level right here, right? We break below it. we retest here, we go down. We have this level right here, we break above it, we retest the structural point, and we go up. It is a very simplistic strategy, but in my opinion, and this is just simply my opinion because I prefer that a lot more, it works the best on higher time frames. Because for me, lower time frames are very confusing in my opinion, because at 1 hour it goes up, 1 hour it goes down, 1 hour this, 1 hour that, and it doesn't make any sense. And a lot of people confuse lower time frame trends with higher time frame trends, and that's not something what I like to do personally. I like to keep my things, as I said before, simple. That's why for me, structure, support, and resistance on higher time frame, as low as the 4 hour time frame, works perfect for me. All right, guys, that's about it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you definitely now understand that there's no need to overcomplicate certain things. There's a big need for you to only understand this, identify market structure, something again. Actually, I should write this down. Market structure, underrated, and undervalued. Because so many people think they understand it, but they do not. They really do not. Because eventually market structure is only paying attention to one small detail. Paying attention to one small detail. That is what market structure actually is. And if you cannot identify that small detail, you will never understand this full strategy that I am basically using already for now, what, 5 or 4 years since I'm profitable. So yeah, for 4 or 5 years, I use this strategy since I'm profitable basically. And ever since it always worked, I made very good decisions based on solely these 3 factors right here. So yeah, if it works for me, it can definitely work for you guys. I'm nobody special. Neither is anybody else in this space a special person. Everybody is just hustling to get their money together. So you should realize that nobody is here to be special, to say so. Everybody is just here to hustle their money together and become rich. That's about it. But some people choose a complicated way, and some people take the not the easy way, but the more simplistic way, I would say. It's a lot better defined because it's definitely not easy, but it's a more simplistic way than this. And guess what, guys? Most people become profitable with this, and most people end up losing with this. All right, guys, see you in the next video.